That would look weird. Another day and still no sign of the so-called Western hero. Training used to be fun, but now all we do is memorize boring prophecies. Demon army, this, and magic scroll, that. Nothing's happened in centuries, so why are we still hiding? I wish I could just leave this place and go explore the world. Gather around, everyone. The history lesson is about to begin. Oh, great. Another lecture. I guess I should at least show up this time. The Adventures of Heh. That's right. Just unnecessary to get to class. Like, just have to do these forward jumping, spinny jumps. Right on time to try the new course. Show us your clouds. Oh. Right on time to try the new course. Show us your cloud step technique. Jump, hit, jump. Yeah. Well, look who decided to grace us with their presence. Have you done your reading? Ever the rebel. What's the point? All we do is rot in this hideout anyway. I see that the importance of our ancestors' wisdom is lost on you, but let me assure you that the threat of the demon army is very real, and should they... They have returned! This is all wrong. The Western hero was supposed to save us. Watch out! Well, that was lucky. Don't go. You are not ready. Oh. Burn it all! Bring the humans to their knees! Not so fast, big boy. Oh, and who might you be? Are you really all they've got? Pathetic! Prepare to die! That sound... impossible! It seems luck is with you this day. Barmouth the cell! Yes, my king. Keep an eye on the worm. Certainly, my king. Impossible, he says. How's it going? Form address? Form address? I apologize if I got your name wrong. Hey gamers, how's it going? Count your blessings, Ninja. My minions will make short work of you in the Autumn Hills. You can just call me Form. Okay. How's it going, Form? Good to see you. Are you the Western hero? Something like that. To be honest, I got here way too late. As you look at the most capable around here, I have a task of the utmost importance for you. Take this scroll and carry it across the island. You need to reach Glacial Peak Summit, where 3 sages will be awaiting you. But who are you, and why is this scroll so important? I'm doing alright. I was watching someone play Dead Cells. Ooh, Dead Cells. I've heard great things about that, but I haven't played it yet. But I wanted to Messenger is a fantastic game. I have enjoyed my time with it previous to this playthrough. You'll find your answers along the way. Head for the village gate now. The Shroud of Night will be your only protection to make it through the Autumn Hills. Godspeed, messenger. Going good, trying to help friend with song request Nightbot, but it's not cooperative. Ugh, I'm sorry. I've beat him before. You got the scroll. You have been chosen to be the messenger, tasked with carrying the scroll across the accursed world. We. Autumn Hills. Let's go. I take it you've probably played this before, right? Form. Dang. Okay, I'm usually watching new players, but sometimes it's good to watch someone with experience, whether it's someone on their first new or elite speedrunner like Caliber. I am unfamiliar. I don't I don't really follow speedrunners too well. I just play for funsies, and since I hadn't played this game in a little while, and I hadn't played on stream yet, I decided to just go with a casual, regular new game as opposed to New Game Plus. Well, yeah, I beat New Game Plus along with beating linear in the deal. Gotcha. Ah, the messenger. I wasn't expecting you so soon. What is this place? This is the shop. And it doesn't look like a shop. Do I look like a shopkeeper? Anyways, so I'm this mystic character who will be mentoring and supporting you on your epic quest to save the world. All you need to do is take the scroll to the top of a faraway mountain where 3 sages from my order will be waiting for you. I played that one before, but it was much... Oh, you're talking about the Silent Spy? This game does have nice music. Your order? Slow down. That was way too much text for one dialogue box. Look, just keep going eastwards, and make sure you grab all the time shards you see lying around. I can use them to upgrade your abilities and artifacts. First one on the house. Enjoy. You got the climbing claws. Press against the walls while airborne to stick to them. Need anything? What do you want to chat about? So, climbing claws? Oh yeah, you can press against the walls to cling to them, and climb at your leisure. Makes sense, the way everything looks. It just felt like I should be able to do that. Yes, that's why John Gaydon invented them decades ago. Who's John Gaydon? Never mind, just an acknowledgement I need to get out of the way. I don't get it. Some will. What do you want to chat about? I hope that you're able to figure out the Nightbot song request stuff. What is this? Seriously though, where are we? Curious, are we? In time, you'll come to realize that the question is not where, but when. That's it? Listen, I know you're still new to this, but you have to be pretty naive to expect anything other than cryptic information so early in your adventure. Wouldn't you rather go back in the action anyway? Just buy a health upgrade or something and be on your way. Kids these days. What do you want to chat about? Main problem is we're trying to figure out if we can play the request without having the site open. I gotcha. You should be able to. Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a servant who didn't know how to read. The day came where his master asked him to read something for her, to which he replied, "I'm sorry, my lady, I can't read." That reply immediately got him fired. So he went out in the streets looking for a tea house to relax and accept the bad news. When he couldn't find any, he reckoned he probably wasn't the only one to wish there was a tea house in this small town, so he opened up his own. It really picked up, so he built many more and became rich in the process. One day, his accountant asked him to review a piece of document, to which he replied he didn't know how to read. The accountant, who couldn't believe his ears, said, "If you become a millionaire without even knowing how to read, just imagine where you would be if you could read." "Oh, I know exactly where I would be," the rich man replied. "I would be a servant." The end. What? I don't see how this applies to my adventure. It doesn't. You asked for a story. More like the long version of When Life Gives You Lemons. Alright, since you don't seem to appreciate me sharing some clever material for your next party, I suggest you move along. Can I upgrade anything yet? I don't think I can. Oh no, I can. Aha. Yes, those are some fancy pearls. I prefer the hat. The hat's good too. So, Form, what's your favorite game, or what's your favorite type of game? Sorry, I was getting food. What kind of food did you get? Hey, kid, how's it going? Good to see ya. Favorite type? Either 2D platforms or fighting games. Nice. I'm not as good at fighting games. Not that I'm really good at 2D platforms either, but I'm better at 2D platformers than I am fighting games. Cheese and crackers. Oh, yeah. Just yesterday I played Limbo. Who's to say she wasn't getting a snack? I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing alright. JRPGs, especially Tetris games, particularly fans of Tetris the Grandmaster. I'm not familiar with that, but I am curious about your favorite JRPG. I like how the music. She never said she was getting a meal. She just said she was getting food. It's the Terror Man. Hey, Storm. How's it going, me man? Now with stereotypical accents out of the way, how's it going, Storm? Super hard Tetris? Well, I'd probably suck at it then. Thank you for shouting out Storm. He's a wonderful streamer. The sometimes Nuzlocke boy, Mario Maker 2 champion, Storm. Always worth checking out and hanging out with because he is an awesome person. And of course, thank you for shouting out V, a wonderful variety streamer of largely Nintendo games, but some PC games too. I forgot about the music kind of changing when you go underwater. That's really cool. I just like how much they put into this game. Need anything? That's one of my favorite. I'm primarily a Final Fantasy fan. That's a good one. Ah, Blue Dragon. I have that. I should get back to that. Legit. I don't think I've ever used that. And yet, well... but still things aren't great. I blew my nose too hard and there's a lot of blood that came out. And I'm no doctor, but I'm 85% sure that's not supposed to happen. It's probably fine. What, stream Blue Dragon? I hope you're okay, Storm. I know that's not worth much, but I'm just kind of hoping that you're okay. If I can get my 360 to work, I definitely will. I'm glad that you're Gucci. Yeah, I might as well get this because I'm just going to get everything eventually. Scariest time of my life. LOL. What an odd thing to LOL about. Right now I'm off stream playing Dragon Quest 11, so that's wonderful. Pretty decent, not too difficult, but a chill little game. Yeah, so now I'm just working on a final paper for one of my classes that's due tomorrow. She's right, it is tomorrow. Oh! Except hot chocolate. Well, hot chocolate's a pretty good one. Okay, AR, way to just roast me. Like the hot drinks that you don't like? Count it! Aren't you glad you came here, Star? Zinger. Can I get a zinger in the chat? Very much strongly dislike any kind of tea or soup. Wow. I agree with you on that form. I just don't care for coffee. Could have done that better, but whatever. I did miss that power up to hit enemy projectiles. My feelings are hurt. What have you done to V, Storm? This never rips my nips. I need caffeine to give me Coke, Pepsi, Dr. All fine choices, of course. I do like the Dr. Peppers. So, it seems you're one to wander off the beaten path. What was that big green object? Oh, you mean that thing you just smashed instead of collecting? It's a power seal. There are many others like this one, but to be honest, I'm not really sure what they do. I can tell you that finding them all is optional, but if you're the kind of adventurer that likes to go for an extra challenge, you'll want to keep an eye out for the hidden rooms. And who knows, it may or may not unlock an overpowered upgrade. Anyway, I'll be in my shop. I think there are 45 of those. Should have done that. Oh, new customer. What happened? I almost died just there. Strictly speaking, you did. Huh? But how? My name's Quarble. Quarble? At your service. I'm the one you never would have met had you any skills. The gist of it is, I have a magic ring that allows me to control space and time. So whenever you're about to die, I will appear to stop everything and teleport you back to the latest checkpoint. Okay. What's the catch? Well, for one, you will still feel agonizing pain every single time. Also, I'm keeping track of your debt in my little notepad. So I'll stick around to steal your loot until either we're even or I'm bored. I mean, I can let you die if you prefer. It seems we have a deal. Glad we see eye to eye. Carry on, then. It's that time of the stream? What time of stream is that? Oh, I guess I can attack with that button. Didn't even realize it. What time of stream is that, Storm? And by that I mean, it's the time of the stream where I ask you, what exactly is... This is the messenger, Storm. It's like a throwback to the retro 2D platformers. One of the main one of the main ones to reference, or one of the main ones it's paying tribute to, is Ninja Gaiden. I say it both ways, so potentially I'll be right. Yes, it came out this decade. 2 years ago, maybe? Last year, okay. I'm like 2, so I haven't seen a lot of games in my life. This is true. Storm's just like, I love Fortnite. And I'm like, Storm, there's more out there than Fortnite. And he's like, no, Fortnite. Dang it. This is true. Ooh, fork knife. I'm kidding. Storm hates fork knife. Need anything? Go on with your story, Mr. Storm. Looks like you're almost at the end of this area. Did I forget to mention that there is a giant leaf monster guarding the exit? You did. That look on your face. Don't worry, my dear adventurer. Leaf monsters only come out during a full moon. Oh, is it a full moon right now? Yes. Oh, that's... I didn't mean to... Well, good luck. Good thing leaf monsters are so easy to take down. I'm trying to remember how to take them down. The other day, a girl from my class found I streamed and followed me on Twitch. I followed her back. Turns out she's actually a pretty successful streamer, which is awesome. But she streams Fortnite. Oh my. You've never been so heartbroken in your life? Storm, I feel like that's not a bad life if that's as heartbroken as you can be. Except for like last week. That's an unfortunate story, Mr. Storm, and I'm sorry. Forlorn Temple! I'm small, but got big hog power. Forlorn Temple, huh? Well, that's a sad one. How so? Haven't paid much attention during history lessons, have you? Adventurer types really do, I get it. So the short of it is, that four-headed monster who would have killed you earlier if that cooler-than-you hero hadn't intervened, well, that's the Demon King. He brought his armies to the human realm many centuries ago and destroyed their stronghold, forcing them to retreat into hiding. And he's been sitting on their throne ever since. You mean this is all that's left of the human legacy? For what it's worth, I'm sorry. No way, I will go and take down that Demon King right now. You wouldn't be the first to try. Well, I can't just stand by while some evil monster gloats over my people's misery. Hey CJ, how's it going? I don't know if he'll get me over being sad that a potential love interest is an epic Fortnite gamer, but I shall accept it, big brain. You are still too weak to consider taking on even his second in command. I'm going. I bet you can't even make it to the entrance without falling in the pit. Watch me. Oh, I will. Do you have any swords to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a princess looking for a suitable husband. She sent an invitation to all neighboring princes, stating that the main trait she was looking for was sensitivity. Contenders came and went, attempting to pass her test. You will be my guest tonight, the princess would explain. All you need to do is sleep on that pile of mattresses. The next morning, she would ask them how their night was. I had the best sleep of my life, each would reply, confident they had proved that they didn't fear the dark or that they could be easy guests. They were all promptly dismissed. One day, an especially sensitive prince reported he couldn't sleep at all. I don't know what was up with that pile of mattresses, he went on. It looked comfortable enough, but when I laid on it, it was like I had a fork stuck in my kidney. They got married the next day. Oh, everyone knows that story. There was a pea underneath the pile, so that someone who's extremely sensitive wouldn't be able to sleep. Yes, but have you ever heard of what happened after? For the first few weeks, everything was amazing. The prince would always complain. Just like the guy she asked for. When the soup wasn't too hot, it was the cutlery that was too cold. When the music wasn't too loud, the paintings were uninspired. And when the clothes weren't itchy, the poems were predictable. Until one day, just like that, it dawned on the princess that she was in a toxic relationship. Not only was her husband a drag, she had voluntarily picked him for exactly that reason. It dawned on her just like that, how this whole love story was nothing more than two people who, with dysfunctions matched like puzzle pieces. Incredibly humble by regal standards, she realized that she was the only constant in all her problems, dwelled into personal growth, then got a divorce. She lived happily ever after. The end. Hold out for Treehouse Night Streamer. I need to go on more of Treehouse's streams. I hate it when a fork gets stuck in my kidney. Or at least pillow Fortnite streamers. I'm missing things, I think. It's okay. It's fine. How's it going, CJ? He was right! Oh, you scared me. I thought you were an undead. What kind of creature are you? You've never seen a Phoebekin? Phoebekin? We are a tribe of builders, technically very hardworking, but every one of us is cursed by a unique fear, which we all named after. What's your name? Necro. Necro, so you fear the dead and somehow ended up in the catacombs? Ironic, isn't it? I fell while trying to repair the temple ruins above and was instantly paralyzed by all this morbidity. Anyway, thanks for snapping me out of it. I should really get back to work. Bye-bye. I sounded rude or something, but mentioned I laughed because I sort of choked and didn't know why it was a laugh. That's okay. I see you remember the guy's names better than I do. I feel like I'm always this annoying combination of tired but restless. That's me all the time. So I just don't sleep. Necro, Acto, Claustro, and Pyro. Yep, you definitely remember them way better than I ever did. Yes, please. Yikes. Here we go! Really, don't worry about it. Crackers and cheese are important. There we go. I hope that you enjoyed those crackers and cheese. An immense amount. That was close. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, how did the epic raid on the Demon King go? Did you manage to save the world and restore your people's honors? It's not fair. The bridge was in shambles. Well, we wouldn't have much of an adventure if you faced off against the big villain right away, now would we? Hey, you made it to the catacombs. Okay, anything I should know? Not really. It's pretty standard stuff. Skeletons. Yeah, and bats. Oh, evil wizards too? You bet. A necromancer even took over. Spooky. Cliched. I suggest you get this area out of the way. There are more original ones lined up. What are you chat about? What kind of cheese? Brie! 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 Gouta? Try a brie and Nutella grilled cheese sometime. Sounds weird, tastes amazing. What do you do here? I study magic. Can you teach me? Not really. Why not? Because you're not ready. Ready for what? For magic. Come on, you just asked. No, but I meant... Believe me, learning magic is a lot harder than following a conversation. Do you have any stories to share? Of course. Here's one for you. There once was a poor old lady who had nothing in life save for a small shack and a pear tree. Her name was Madame Misery. Her whole family ate misery, and sometimes there wasn't even enough misery to go around. One day she was visited by a starving beggar who asked whether she had any food to spare. She didn't, but her heart was as big as her situation was unfortunate. So she served the beggar a few clumps out of the tasteless broth she had simmering, then invited him to help himself. Oh yeah, have you gotten all 3 cabinet rants? I don't think so. Hey, Paige. I never had Nutella. Same, even though I love chocolate hazelnut. I've had it. It's okay. Thank you for showing up, Paige. Wonderful read streamer and Stardew and Victoria White. She's working. Doesn't ask why I'm awake. She just asks why Victoria's awake. So she tried to bring her a few clumps out of the tasteless broth she had simmering, then invited him to help himself to a few pears. The beggar removed his cloak, revealing himself as a deity. He was disguised as a beggar to see whether there was any kindness left in the world. Touched by Madame Misery's generosity, he offered to grant her a wish. I'm playing it off of, I got it for free on Twitch, through Twitch Prime, so I'm playing it through, I guess, Twitch. Touched by Madame Misery's generosity, he offered to grant her a wish. Well, let me guess, she didn't want anything, and it's a moral about living frugally? No, this is good, let me continue. She mentioned a lot of people were stealing her fruits, which jeopardized her chance to eat every day. Her wish was simple, an enchantment on her pear tree so it would trap anyone who stole from it until she decided to free them. The divine visitor granted her wish and took his leave. Time went by, and she scolded many thieves, but soon realized that most of them were starving children. She decided to take it upon herself to feed and educate them, and soon became the pillar of a thriving new generation. Ever happy and generous, Madame Misery got so old that her face looked like an elephant's knee. And then one day, death came for her. Death, following the protocol, inquired about her last request. I would like to eat one last pear from my tree, she said. Would you be kind enough to grab one for me? Death climbed to the tree to grab a pear, getting trapped in the process. The old lady decided to never let Death out of the trap, and since then there has been misery in the world. The end. Right? What's the moral? Being selfless justifies being selfish later? Generosity begets misery? I don't know, it's a fairy tale for kids. I just thought the idea of Death trapped in a pear tree was interesting. Have a good night, gamer. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful night and a great tomorrow. The crowd that rants don't matter at all. They matter in terms of achievements. Gotcha. Thanks for being here, gamer, and thank you for shouting out Death one time. My favorite hazelnut thing? Hazelnut tornado. I didn't upgrade anything. Don't mind me, I'm back. Oh, that's too much. Well, never mind. Death has 47 followers. Usually follows other people. Still confused? Don't worry. The character from Dan. Oh no, since he's trapped in Madame Misery's pear tree. This is true. And Misery got to stay in the world. Thank goodness. I love how when you go into water, the music gets almost... It is a nice touch. They did a lot of good with this game. The swimming always just makes me think of TMNT, though. And that's not a good feeling. Particularly the level at the dam. Okay. I just remember getting my turtle shocked a lot. I haven't played it in multiple years, so it might be easier than I remember. I think it was in that level where there's like a part that you're supposed, like, it's very close to the ceiling and you're supposed to you think you're supposed to jump over it, but you can just like walk over it. And it's silly. Okay, I didn't finish that one before I go to... Okay, good luck, Paige. All the best wishes. Seriously, I only had problems with once, and that was after not having played it for years. I think that's one of those things where everybody told me it was such a pain that I believed it was a pain. And I don't think I had that much problem with it when I was actually playing it as a kid. Like, I'm sure I got shocked sometimes just because of not being patient. But I feel like it wasn't as hard as people made it out to be. Maybe? It might be that? I don't know. I say that, and then I just like make really bonehead maneuvers. And then I'm like, I don't know how I beat this game, because I like making stupid maneuvers. I should play it again at some point. Hot cha cha cha. Do 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 do. Get out of here, wizard. The wizard. I want that middle stuff, though. Didn't really need it, but I wanted it. What a pal. Well, that's not my task, which is making Christmas cards to 30 guests to stay the most nights here this year. That's good. That's very kind that you do something like that. Bet that hurt. I remember you doing that last year too, I think. Be so kind. Chop. Chop. I do not have cards to make. I understand 70 nights. 75 nights or more here. You deserve one. Wow. That is impressive. I don't know if I've stayed in hotels that many times in my entire life. And I hope that you're enjoying PBW. Enjoying your peanut butter water. Oops. I forgot that killed me right away. I totally call that one. Quarble just won another bet. Shut up, Quarble. Don't need your sass. Well, that's all I get. That's helpful. Well, I have an empty glass, so that's pretty cool, right? Well, he looks at greed, but only ever stays for 6 days at a time, if that. This is true. What favorite glass? Empty. Plain empty glass for me. Ah, the flavor of possibilities. Yep. So many things could go into that glass, and I chose nothing. I thought I could just cheat it. I believe you've reached a necromancer's doorstep. Any advice? Very little is known about the villain. Okay, so no advice. Dodging anything that looks like evil magic would be a good start. Wow, great help. Well, I also recommend looking at my inventory for any useful upgrades. I really appreciate all the support. Look, the necromancer's a newcomer. All we know for now is that he plans on taking over the world with his undead army. All we know? Sorry, I meant, all I know. I'm totally on my own here. Please don't touch the cabinet. Okay. A glass unbroken never remains empty for long. You're right, Riddy. And with this army of the undead, everyone will soon fear the mighty Ruxton. Ahem. What now? We have visiting. I don't have time for visitors. Well, he seems to have time for you. Oh, great. Just when you think you get to play with your evil lab. Do I have to remind you who's in charge here? Now say something threatening, and try not to embarrass us like you did last time. Oh, I've been practicing. What's this? Who dares enter my lair? Oh, is that the messenger? Looks like it. What do we do? Steal the scroll, of course. Good plan. On guard, face the mighty might of Ruxton the Great. The mighty might. It's my evil lab. Hands off. There we go. Oh, thanks. Doing my best to dodge. There we go. Got him. I yield. Wait, I don't. It's over. This evil thing is clearly not working out for us, no matter how many skulls we slap onto ourselves. Any suggestions then? I'm listening. I don't know, just something else. Like what? Introspection would be a good start. What has all this brought us really? Ridiculous. I'm sticking to evil. Oh yeah? And how are you going to accomplish anything if I'm not carrying you? Well, I could. That's a good point, actually. It's settled then. Carry on, messenger. We promise not to cause the world any harm. I could hit him again, I think. Oh, I can't. Pointless. Bamboo Creek. Making waves. Dun, 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 dun. Good times. Just traveling along. And we're slowly making our way through Bamboo Creek. It's great. It's fun. Yeah. That's quite the song you have there. Have I heard it before, though? Walking fast. Faces pass. Quite seriously, your lyrics. Those are the lyrics to Bamboo Creek's background music as written by the composer. Oh, good. Oh, making your way down. I missed that entirely. Bamboo Creek. Bamboo Creek. That must be a sight for sore eyes after your trek in the catacombs. Sure is. Do make the best of it. This place is as close to a day off as you'll get on this adventure. I'll try if I just didn't know something so cheerful existed. I guess that says more about your mindset than about the world. What do you want to chat about? What are these crystals I'm collecting? So you're a touch the unidentified magic object first and ask questions later kind of guy. These are the best lyrics. I appreciate this composer for his lyrics. And nothing else. They're time shards. I can use them to augment your abilities. How does it work? Exactly the way we have been doing it so far. You select what you want and give me the required amount of shards so I can do my thing. Were you laughing or saying the character's name? Yes. I meant the spell itself. It's complicated. But I'm curious. And I'm busy. Do you have stories to share? Of course I do, but now is not the time. Why not? You're in Bamboo Creek. This is as sunny as it gets in this here cursed world. So I suggest you take the opportunity to play outside. Bye now. I was thinking about Chinese food. You done with cards? Well, congratulations. Congratulations. I'm ever so proud. I hope that you enjoy your few minutes of chilling. You can see the lyrics that that Form informed us of. Informed. I mean, I want to hope that somebody has made that mod because the world needs it. More than it needs a lot of things. Internet, take a break from making cat videos and make that mod happen. I demand it. And I took a hit for it. Worth. I don't know at least fair it, but that's okay. It's all great. Are they throwing bugs? Or who throwing bugs? I'm afraid I don't know what to ask in me. It might have been by accident. I hate it when I unintentionally vampire Christopher Walken. But this is something that happens. It's laughing too hard. Well, that's good. And I'll never nail it again. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Well, we'll take one extra HP. Okay, we've talked to him about that. Unless it's too hard of laughter. Yeah? Thought I messed that up. As long as nobody's choking and bleeding. Fortunately, the only bleeding I'm aware of was from Storm earlier. And he's okay again, so it's all good. Cause of death. Laugh too hard. Well, I mean, at least you died happy. Nice. Did the moment involve me in any way? I hope it involved me. But it was probably something V did, because V's hilarious. Dang it. Well, alright. The important thing is, it happened, and you know what it was. Maybe someday. Someday we'll hear about it, maybe. Unless it's just inappropriate. Or a secret thing. Then we might not know about it. Was it Dane Cook? Is Dane Cook the answer? Because, like, he's okay at times. What do you find funny, Riddy? It was very inappropriate. So that's just a question. Oh. Well, dang. I fell for it, Dan. Does it get banned from Twitch inappropriate? Possibly. So I'm still kind of hoping that V definitely meets her new sub goal, so I can see V play Dark Souls. Hey, it's a very real possibility. I'm not big enough that I get exempt from breaking the terms of service. The reason I can't say the thing because personal, I guess, and I don't mean to bring it up and not say it, was nothing. Hey, no, it's fine. Doesn't really bother me. I understand. So I guess the boss is next. A boss in Bamboo Creek? That's a good one. Well, with a layout, you know, perfectly centered gate, symmetrical lanterns, no scrolling, I just thought, look, you're perfectly free to hallucinate patterns and try to make sense of them, but I believe I told you this place was like your day off. So? Well, would you fight a boss on your day off? Exactly. Give me more time crystals. Yeah, this game does a pretty great job with the fourth wall breaking stuff, and I appreciate it for that. Halloween Grotto. I like how the music was also dead there, like something could be coming up, but then it wasn't. I fell in a pit. That you did? That cave was way too wide. There's no way I can make the jump. This reminds me of a story. A long time ago, the warriors of the Squirrel Clan invented a way to soar through the skies. Touching on a freedom humans could seldom dream of. Some would mistake them for gods. Incredible. Yeah, whatever. Here's a wingsuit. You got the wingsuit. Need anything? Welcome to the Howling Grotto. Do people live here? Some cave-dwelling creatures used to a long time ago. They built structures from the streams of emerald running through the rock and believed that the wind was the breath of a god. Anything I should know? Not really, other than it's gliding time. Well, that wingsuit I gave you? Yeah? Sorry, I don't have enough contextual data. I meant to say something that would make sense regardless of whether you know how to use the wingsuit to ride the wind tunnels. You're being awkward now. What's wrong with you? I gave you something that virtually lets you fly, and you'd rather stay here and chat? Thanks for the wingsuit. You bet. Don't forget to try it out by pressing and holding A while airborne. Why was it free and not the other upgrades? Because it was mandatory for your progression. You can't save the world if you're stuck in a pit. Will there be more freebies in the future? There's only one way to find out now, isn't there? What do you mean? I mean, you should carry on with your quest while letting your heart know for sure that this here cursed world and its inhabitants have a lot of surprises left in store for you. Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a king who had a pretty rough time managing his emotions. Oops, my Apple Pencil keeps dying. Okay. I'm sorry. Experiencing nothing but extremes, he would always feel either too excited or too depressed, which caused him to never get anything done. Just as he was about to lose all hope of getting his life together and be a viable ruler for his people, he was visited by a traveling relic hunter. To rid the king of his woe, well, I needed to write my outline. You shouldn't let it get exposed to air, it will turn brown like that. Can that happen? Yes, what about my character page? To rid the world of his woes, the relic hunter gave him a magic ring, promising it would make him sad when he is happy and happy when he is sad. It worked like a literal charm, and the kingdom became very prosperous as a result. When the king passed away, the castle's wizard promptly grabbed the ring to finally try and understand the source of its power. As it turned out, the ring wasn't magic at all. But how could a non-magic ring make you sad when you are happy and happy when you're sad? Any guess? Not really. It had a small inscription that read, "This too shall pass." Whoa, that's deep. It's more than deep. I just gave you the cure for anxiety through a fairy tale. Thanks, shopkeeper. Hey now, don't push it. Wingsuit! I missed this. It is true. Yeah, I'm sorry you couldn't be there for that, CJ. Excuse me. Smarter move would be eliminating these guys first. But I'm not about that life. Whee! VOD indeed. Trust in VOD. Nice first try, no hit. Thanks. I thought I was going to get hit, to be honest. And then it fell apart. Rocking out. Checkpoint. Oh, I can't go that way. When I first saw these rock guys, I thought they were like DJs. Like, okay, be safe, V. I think that's what DJs do. I still make new game and basic, new game plus ones, as well as deal any percent. I wish you all the best when you try that. When you do that, rather. Crud. Is that... Is this the only game you speedrun? Some days you really hope I can have a panel where I'm living, then I could pause, practice, watch the stream, then restart. But it's hard when I have to drive across town, that's my only option. This is true. Yeah, first and only. There are a few others in the past I could probably try, though. Gotcha. Well, all the best with this one. It's definitely a fun enough game to want to speedrun, I imagine. Most people I've seen speedrun do stuff like some Mario games, which I know are really popular speedrun, and I know Banjo-Kazooie is semi-popular too. Not like Mario 64 though. Stuff like Super Mario 3D World. He's pretty good at it, from memory. This game actually had a speedrun tournament a little while ago. I think I... Oh, really? I had no idea. Well, that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that upgrade. ND speedruns. Alright, homie, I think I'm gonna hit the hay. I'll catch you guys later. Okay, have a good night, Storm. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. Hope your sleep is great and your day tomorrow is wonderful. Yeah, I hope your nose doesn't give you any more issues, and you feel great, Tamari. I forgot. That's one thing that happens when I play these games again. I get so used to having power-ups that I kind of forget that I don't have them when I start them again. So instinctual moves that I used to make when I used to play the game now no longer work. This is what true. I thought about New Game Plus, but I just I'm so out of practice with this game. I didn't want to deal with it. Right on laughing about this emote now. Crud. Really gets the best emotes. Have you figured out what emotes you want to do, CJ? Other than Steve, of course. The challenge run, doing the deal is really good. Though what I'd be absolutely frightened of is doing the New Game Plus 16. That sounds painful, to say the least. Well, I hope you're up for a challenge. Why? Because something big is up next. What? Well, let's just say you're about to fight someone who understands that the best defense is a good defense. Who? I wish I could tell you. Anyway, your 3 questions are up. Carry on. Since when is there a 3-question rule? Hey, that's 4 now. Still stuck on Steve. Stuck on Steve-O, Branica. Steve-O stuck on me. Trying to remember this boss. I'm just not. Dang. Oh. That was a lot easier that way. Like, thanks for destroying my golem. Well, you attacked first. What are you talking about? I've been digging through these caverns for centuries, and you just randomly engaged. No way. Way! No way. You know what? Fair enough. I see how you could have thought I was a threat. I guess my survival instincts kicked in a little too fast. I understand. It's all good. Look, I'm sorry I destroyed your golem, okay? Don't worry about it. I mean, I'm sorry. It's alright. Honest mistake. So, how do I get out of here? Oh, I'll adjust the wind for you. Good luck on your quest. Sorry, I missed chat a little bit. You can do it there. Thank you. I did do it. Done did it. Done did it. Do my thank you cards first. I wish you luck with that. That's what a creepy one on the photo face. Creepy Steve. Cool. The opposite of that face is yes. I said someone standing behind the blinds looking out the window because that reminded me of Steve next to our Airbnb in Connecticut with Knoxville. That green blob is my face in this shift. Just permanent look of just displeasure and disgust. You can leave using the wind tunnel. Again, I don't mind our misunderstanding. He's sad. V, when someone asks a creepy and weird question at work. So, V every day. At work. Oh, I just made that noise. Oh, Chihuahua. Anything? Oh, I'm still a ways away from that. Excuse me. Welcome to the Krillshroom Marsh, said no one ever. Yeah, this place is eerie. Tell me about it. I almost had to go look through the mud for an artifact. Gave up pretty quickly. What happened to this area? Legend says it used to be ruled by a monstrosity called the Primal Fear until a brave monk defeated it. Both were very mighty indeed, but with its final breath, the Primal Fear cursed the monk forever. Cursed? Legend also says that the monk still roams the marsh to this day, turning any trespassers into fungi. Oh, great. No one knows whether or not any of that's true, but yeah, I'd pick up the pace if I were you. Stop being weird, people! These are useful. They are. I still can't believe you defeated the Emerald Golem. Did you get a chance to understand its motive? That thing wasn't evil, it was just digging away. What? You mean all those messengers that were killed? All misunderstanding. Wow. You have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a messenger who kept asking for stories. Even though he was supposed to move on with his very important quest, he couldn't get enough. The shopkeeper, living in a void outside of time, was connected to all eras, and so at first was happy to share the myths and legends encountered over decades of traveling. Alas, the messenger never seemed to appreciate the morals or takeaways, so the shopkeeper decided to be done with the stories thing. The end. No way, I liked your stories. Come on. Maybe later, we'll see. Today's, and the special today's selection of frightened cats. Oh boy, my favorite. Oh boy. There we go. There we go. That was close. Die. Because you were slightly out of the way, so I had to kill you. Teach you to inconvenience me slightly. Haha, nerd. Just gotta keep on moving forward. Keep on keeping on. We got this. It's fine. That was bad. But I got my health back, so it's fine. That's good. That's good. You missed the suck it nerd emote. You can always just do the nerd command if you wanna. I know it's not as good as the suck it nerd emote. It wasn't appropriate, but how will nerds know to suck it if you do not have an emote that informs them that they should? Honestly. Come on. Come on, Twitch. Let's be real here. Oh, I'll get this one. I've missed you. It's not the same. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Twitch is me. Agreed. Dang it. Twitch, why you gotta do this to Riddy? No, don't have to go up there. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe it'd be alright if they let me watch ads for bits again. That's the dream. I missed that too. You're not alone in missing that, Riddy. The last time I was able to watch an ad for bits on a computer was like maybe September of 2017. Thank you for nerding. Yeah, mine I think was 6 months before that. Why Twitch gotta do that to us? We were just givers. We liked sharing the wealth. Oh, gee, I'm looking at more images of mannequin heads with these hair, and they are so scared. Well, you should probably, continue. Keep it up. Friend. Can I just go up the middle there? Nope. You're craving a big fluffy slice of cake? Then you should have a big fluffy slice of cake. I don't think it will. Give it a shot. I don't think it will. Why do I not know this? I don't think I have it set to do that to you. I'm glad I didn't time you out. Unless I made it 7 a.m. after moving. Well, now I'm curious. Click, 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 click. Ah, I see you grow a mustache after you've worked a particularly rough overnight shift. Makes sense. stress makes it grow. Of course. Stress doesn't cause hair loss. It causes lip hair growth. Be careful, I sense a fallen up ahead. Fallen? It's how we call messengers whose quest came to a tragic end. Their power corrupted by demon magic. Why are you so serious all of a sudden? Because it doesn't get more serious than a rogue messenger about to unleash on you. And with these stories about a monk, if it really is that one monk. What are you talking about? About you meeting your match. Good luck. Alright, maybe I'll die here. I don't know. I honestly should just do a mannequin head because for me it just seems like seems to be what Steve is. Well, it seems we have an intruder. Need to get out of here. This place is full of monsters. Oh, did my quill shroom scare you? So it's true? Don't like my army? It's a shame, really, since you are about to join it. Wait, that scroll, it couldn't be. No, impossible. Kneel before your queen and receive the curse of quills. Ah, dang it. Dang, she hit me twice. I represent this idea without being a specific person. You could use it in chat, then perfect. Oh, yes, I'm taken. Dang it. Took too many pointless hits. Keep forgetting about that. I died again. Ah. I should have had it, but I blew it again. Dang it. What you got for me? There we go. Oh, wait a second. Who do you think you are? I'm Quibble. Quibble? That makes no sense. Why have I never seen you before? I was exiled a long time ago and I got cursed along with my messenger. What voice are you? Out of here? You bet. See you, sucker. No, that took me longer than it should have. Searing Crags. Well, we got through it eventually. Congratulations, you made it to the base of the mountain. Almost there. Except for those times I didn't. Do you know what this means? I don't know. Does it mean you have another dialogue chart for me? What? Oh, so we're just going to try and steal my character like that. I guess you think you deserve a prize. Okay, I'm all done now, so I'm getting ready for bed. Way to go, Paige. Ow, oops. I'm proud of you. I knew you could. And I'm proud of you. Because you did. I guess you think you deserve a prize? No. Well, you do. Plus, you will never be able to make the climb without the rope dart. Excuse me. So now all I have to do is polishing my short paper and submitting and writing a long one. You got this. We know you can. You can do it. And yes, when you go to sleep, I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep and dreams. Help you? I'm just sitting here poorly playing a game about a ninja. The rope dart? Don't overthink it. Everyone will probably end up calling it the grappling hook anyway. Here. You got the rope dart. Press B to throw. Throw to rings, lanterns, walls, and enemies. Need anything? About that monk. It is as I feared. Our most promising messenger did not die, but was instead cursed forever. She became the Queen of Quills. How did that happen? This is a tale for another time. That is a tale for another time. So, thanks for the rope dart? Oh, did you think that was an awkward interaction? You could say that. Clearly, you never had to tell your boss that your little experiment went wrong, permanently impacting one of your colleagues. Hey, I heard that! Anyways, you can use it on rings, lanterns, walls, and enemies. Go nuts! But you help me to feel not alone. That's what matters. Well, I'm glad that you don't feel alone when I'm poorly playing ninja. Yeah. And we're glad to have you here, Paige. I'm glad to give you that company. You have any stories to share? Of course. Here's one for you. It's a story I once told the guy who hooked me up with music for my shop. There once was a village struggling to figure out who the werewolf was. People kept dying every full moon, and very gorily at that. One day, a brave young couple decided to venture into the woods. He would be the hunter, and she the bait. As one would expect from such a cliched setting, they got separated, and our hunter faced off alone against the beast near a cliff. After 15 minutes of a literal uphill battle, the hunter managed to chop off the werewolf's paw with his axe, just as it was attempting to choke him. The hunter then ran for his life, severed paw still clutched to his throat. By the time he got home, the sun was up, and he found his fiancée, bleeding and also badly wounded. The paw on his throat had reverted to its human form, and the moment he noticed it was wearing a ring he had purchased a few days ago. The end. Whoa, that was spooky. I'm still looking for a title. Any suggestions? What about The Werewolf Bride? Wow, great idea. Really? No, not really. You put the reveal in the title. I can't read, okay? I don't know why I thought I can land on that. There we go. Didn't need that yet, but whatever. Dun 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 dun. Time it just right. Okay, we did it. We did a thing. And we're proud of ourselves. Earned our treats. Bonebird, why you gotta play me like that? I mean, I'm just trying to ninja, and you just... right in my backside. That ain't cool. It's not cool to do that kind of stuff to me, bird boy. Guess I can just jump up like that. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Anything? I don't think I can upgrade anything yet. That's what I want to upgrade, but maybe someday. There we go. Gonna wait for that to fall, and then we'll just... Okay. Not my best move, but it'll do. I'm officially sitting by the fire until I have to make coffee at 4:30. Woo! So, in 22 minutes, roughly, you can enjoy my poor playing of this game. Hardcore parkour. No. I don't want any. Get out of here with that. Nothing. Dun, 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 dun. Pro dodges. Are they though? Probably supposed to take damage before then. Oh well. Get out of here, bird boy. We don't have time for you. I'm quite tired. That depends. Will it last long enough to get you through the potential crash area, or will it keep you awake long enough to give you in crash mode right as you're in the last hour or so of your shift? I think it'll get me home. Well, if you think it'll get you home and it'll help you out with the last part of your shift, then I say go for it. I got juice. She could definitely sleep once she gets home. Looks like the boss is up. Sure, you mean the boss is. Bosses? Boss is. The bosses are up. I need to fight more than one boss here? Well, technically it's more like personal training than an actual fight. What? Ah, don't let me ruin it. Go see for yourself. Then yay, I meant after drinking a Red Bull. Okay, what's this upgrade over here? Oh, I don't care. Corbel can keep taking money from me. Burst team. Another day, another stew simmering. Oh yeah. Mountain life is a blast, but I miss seeing adventurers pass by. I hear ya. Remember humans? You bet I do. They were almost as interesting as obvious foreshadowing. Oh look, a human. Who would have thought? Yo, Kolos, check this little guy out. Whoa, Seuses. See that scroll? Hey, little guy, you the carrier? Don't be silly, Seuses. Everyone knows it's the runner. You're confused, Kolos. I'm pretty sure it's the envoy. No, you're misconstrued, Seuses. It's actually the missionary. Come on, Kolos. I remember it being the courier. Seriously, Seuses, how about we agree on the message bearer? Can do, Kolos. Want to test the message bearer's sportsmanship? I thought you never asked, Seuses. Let's see what you got, little guy. Oh, that's lovely. Look at the pro ninja moves. Where? Okay, that didn't work. In the corner, I just noticed. Chilling. Come on. Gotcha. Drop kick. He is none too pleased with me. Dang it. He may have shown me his butt. Dang it. This is okay with TOS? Maybe. Not my problem. Blew it. I guess I can just hit him at any time at one point. Wish I had known that. Must be the butt. I didn't realize I can hit him because throughout the entirety of the fight I could not. But then all of a sudden I could. Unless he was dazed. Got them glutes. That's lame. Hey, butt boy. Aw, I really thought I'd make it. Okay, what you got for me? The red one's the tougher one, I think. Are you down for the count? Nope, not yet. Oh, just die already. Come on. I'm gonna die. Hey, chat commentary. He's almost dead. Got him. I'm trying to set an alarm clock, and I have no idea if I set it right, so I guess we'll find out. Hopefully it goes off in 6 hours and not many minutes. Hopefully it just goes off at the time you want to go off. Consarn, Kolos, the postman packs quite a punch. Savagely stated, Seuss. We like you, little guy. What do you reckon, Kolos? You probably... Except for those 2 times I didn't. We'll forget about them. What do you reckon, Kolos? You probably need to reach the top of the mountain. Seems so, Seuss. I say we help out. Confirmed, Kolos. Let's do this. Thanks for the workout, little guy. Now don't move. This might sting a little. This is fine. I need something else to wake me up because my phone doesn't work for me anymore. I'm sorry. I hope you get up with no real issue. Wait, what? Ready, Kolos? Set, Seuss. Hut! Well, I'm hungry now. Shall we snack, Kolos? I dissent, Seuss. We promised not to eat until our power thistle was ready to be added to the pot. I forgot completely, Kolos. Surely its magical properties will make us even stronger. It will be succulent, Seuss. It will be con carne, Kolos. Let's sit by the stew until the thistle is fully grown. Glacial Peak. You nailed it first try. First try. But I clearly didn't. Looks like a snowman arm. Be safe. Need anything? I'm following near the mountain summit. Looks like my adventure is about to come to an end. Clearly you haven't watched a trailer. Pardon? Never mind. Hey, it's cold and slippery out there. Be careful. Do you have any stories to share? Of course. Here's one for you. There once was a village settled in the land of ice and snow. Food was scarce, but not as much as heat. Their elders spoke of a lush grove, safe, abundant, and with comfortable weather to boot. The only problem was that the grove lay on the other side of a permanent hailstorm which would take weeks to cross. One day, a brave couple left their young boy behind to attempt what the village called the trek. They would scout all the way to the grave and confirm its existence, and then confirm its existence, and come back to the village and lead everyone to a better life. Like all who attempted the trek before them, they sadly and predictably never came back. Over the following decades, the boy grew up with only one goal in mind: to take on the trek himself and find his parents alive at the grove or dead in the ice. Figuring they may have simply been ill-prepared, he trained every day until he was 5 years older than his parents were when they left for the trek, and set off on his own attempt. The hailstorm's first bite wasn't as bad as he thought it would be, but the ice-cold soil slowly worked its way into his bones. After days of walking through the storm without realizing it was all just a metaphor playing out in his troubled young adult mind, he stumbled upon a no-pun-intended chilling sight. His parents, frozen solid in a block of ice. The shock was too strong. He remained there, cursing, pondering, and cursing again, until the cold took him to become a part of the ice block. The end. What? What do you mean, what? No moral? Or at least a proper ending? Sometimes stories can be harsh. It might just be the very message that they mean to convey about life. You need to think about what transpired and find your own takeaways. There are no wrong answers as long as they ring true to you. Maybe, but this one really felt like a pointless story. And it just might be the case for you it was. Or you could consider the implications of our adventurer being 5 years older than his parents when he found them. Can you imagine gazing upon those who are your protectors and mentors, realizing they are actually younger than you? Your bearers of truth, the wise ones, those you aspire to be like? A harsh reality indeed. You thought they knew it all, had it all figured out, that they were centered and filled with purpose. Yet there you stand, beholding the one pillar you ever took for granted and used for stability, physically crystallized, yet mentally shattered before your very eyes. Had they really found inner peace already when you knew them? Meaning, you're the one who missed the mark, or were they simply excellent actors? Food for thought, huh? Yes, that's enough. Remember, this is all subjective. I shared but one angle. Okay, well, I need to sleep. Thank you all for being so lovely. Well, thank you for being lovely and being a part of this lovely chat. We appreciate you, and we wish you all the best. Have a good night, and pleasant dreams. I'm gonna rocket. Oh no. Okay. We're ready. There we go. Beautiful. Bird boy. We got this. It's cool. It's all a part of the plan. To scale the mountain. Wee, bouncy. There we go. Just had to beat up that Iceman there. He had it coming. Don't worry. Oh, gosh. I don't even know what to talk about right now. If only I was interesting. Just... But I'm not. I remember playing the game this was inspired by quite a bit. It was inspired by Ninja Gaiden for the NES. And as usual for the NES, it was a rather difficult platformer. That was... But yeah, what am I? Terror? I sure am a terror. Curses! And that game, that original Ninja Gaiden, oof, that was a really difficult NES platformer, as most of them usually are. Just painful to get through. Mostly because they just had a lot of segments where you're jumping over pits and everything, and that's well enough, and all is good. But the fact that enemies came by that were pretty hard to hit and respawn when you went too far off the screen made it more difficult. And by far the worst thing is the pits were large and very easy to fall into. But what made it worse was the fact that they had knockback damage, so whenever you took a hit, your character would go flying backwards. Often into the pits, almost perfectly into the pits, because of just how it was designed. Blew that. Oh man, did that hurt. Oh good, I actually hit him. Yeah, it was frustrating. But that's pretty much what made the game hard. Like, it wasn't super great design, but it certainly made you probably get a lot more time out of your game. Because it wasn't a super long game. 6 levels split up into 3 parts each, I think. Maybe 4. And that's okay. If you wound up losing all your lives, of course you had to start over from the start of the level that you were on. Or maybe it was just the sectional level you were on. Except for the final level, which was the hardest, of course. In which case, if you wound up losing at any point after in the final boss, you wound up getting sent back to... If you wound up losing at the final boss, if you wound up losing all your lives at the final boss, you get sent back to the very start of 6-1. Welcome back, V. Glad it's brewing. made it. Does this mean we can do the thing? Keep your hood on, Shorty. He still needs to pass the final test. But I want to do the thing. Now, we need to see how attuned to the scroll he really is. Great. Take it away, Prophet. Welcome, messenger. Please hold the scroll aloft so that the prophecy might be fulfilled. Only 2.5 hours ago till freedom and sleep. That's pretty rad. Did you wind up having a Red Bull? See, I told you he was slow. Yeah, you weren't kidding. Please hold the scroll higher than that so that the prophecy might be fulfilled. Or are you just going to drink some coffee? I'm sipping a Red Bull now, yes. Oh, snap. He made it. Of all would-be messengers, him? Please pull this off. I really want to do the thing. A gauntlet awaits you, messenger. Should you survive, find us at the top of the Tower of Time. Almost there indeed. You got this, V. You got this. Tower of Time. Oh my, I accidentally closed the tab and Steve Mannequin was still another tab and shocked me again. It's gonna be a great... emote. I died. Oosp. I know. Playing it so bad. I'm sorry, what? Ah, yes, the big reveal. Indeed, my dear adventurer, you had been teleporting into this very room all along. So, where are we? In the Tower of Time. And where is that? Surely you mean when? To be honest, I don't really know. The tower is a device that travels throughout time and manifests to test messengers who are deemed worthy in order to relocate them as needed. Where will it take me? When? It will take you to the time most in need of a messenger. That is, if the tower doesn't kill you, of course. Anything? Do you have any stories here? I'm a little sad the background on this card is similar to the color I just sewed the text in mainly in one spot, so it looks like it says, thank, ooh! But there's nothing I can do. Hopefully we get the idea. You're just trying to thank... ooh, instead of you. Wow, that took me a long time to say. Okay, here's one for you. There once was a land filled with bogs. And these bogs, they were filled with evil monsters. Sleeping underwater during the day, they were kept at bay by the moon during the nighttime. Well, when she was kind enough to be around, after all, the moon was free to travel through space and often felt like shining her light on other realms. One day the moon got bored and decided to visit the bogland in human form. Wearing a cloak so that her light wouldn't shine through, she hoped to catch a glance of the evil creatures. Getting more than the people wandering haphazardly in cursed lands usually bargain for, she encountered a man fleeing from a small pack of monsters. Confident in her power, she removed her cloak, creating a glittering aura of protection to help the man escape. Escape he did, but as he looked back, he could see that his savior had put her cloak back on a little too soon. She was captured by the creatures, who then buried her under a rock so that her light would never shine again. They would rule the night. But our survivor was quick to gather a group of peasants who went to remove the big rock and set the moon free. A strong bond was formed that day, and she decided to become their guardian. To this day, the moon is there to guide human travelers through the night. The end. Oh, I like that one. I guess it speaks to the power of cooperation. Maybe. To be honest, I only wanted to use the word haphazardly in a story. Sweet. Sure, the sentiment will be just as strong. Just as strong. For ooh. Thank ooey. You can color throw with a marker. Missed time to jump. A little Ichnophobia might come in handy. I mean, look it up. I definitely should. I don't know why I'm going this way. I don't need to. That's annoying. The doctor, I thought about doing something, but it'd probably just make it worse. Worst. And yet, I keep going back to it. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. So nice. So pleasant. So good. I can see myself screwing this up. Yep, there it was. It was painful to watch. It was painful to play. Living outside of time, I tend to lose track. Have we met before from your perspective? Oh. Oh. Dang it. You know, I wasn't sure about this either, but they said I was better than the outdated live continue system. You are. Come on. This part sucks. But I eventually got it. Dang it. There we go. Oops. There we go. We're just traveling on up. It's gonna be great. Thought I was gonna die there, but I didn't, so that's pretty hype. Not dying's a pleasant experience. Recommended, but not necessary. I messed up. I decided to try death again. Glad you're non-dead. If all else fails, you could try jumping. I did jump. I just was bad aim. Ow. It hurt. Oh. Not dead. Did you think she said dead? Well, that was just his fault for not grabbing on. Just so you don't think I'm always negative. Go message her. You can do it. Sure I can. Trying to figure out what non-dead meant. It's the opposite of what I'm doing. Zagged when he should have zagged? Absolutely. What's a non? The world may never know. Dip, duck, dive, and dip again. I'm doing my best. Doing my best to make that happen, boss. It just isn't always working for me. Wow, that was terrible. I should feel bad about that. And I do. Climbing up the things here, boss. Climb up the things there, Luke. I mean, heh. We're making it to the streets. Not really what I wanted to do. Gotta get there before it closes. Yay. There we go. Those wizards are annoying. Excuse me. Tried to fool me on that one. What? No. Yeah, go back to where I came from. Goodness. Your first guests are coming down? Oh, no, that's no good. Ahem, you have made it to the test of will. Ah, so we're gonna do the thing now? Prepare yourself, messenger, and behold the might of the order. You shall emerge as the chosen one or not at all. Enough introduction, I'm going first. Well, someone's excited. I've been preparing this speech for decades, and you'll get over it. Let's go. So I have an hour until I put away the iPad, so yay for that. That is pretty hype. Maybe I'll switch to some Pokemon for the last hour or so. Ah, dang it. Hell if I had full health going into that. Wait, I thought the shop was physically behind that door earlier. Oh, so this is the one where they got you? Hmm? My shop is connected all over the world, and that's totally fine, but somehow it can't be in the same building twice. I can't believe you. Dance through the lasers? Well, I died, so... I failed. I failed you. I failed you all. No, we good. You didn't fail nothing. I'm pretty sure I failed. Dun 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 dun. That is a big baddie. Nah, I won't stand in your lasers. It's fine. You can fire around me. Bongo bongo. You wish it was bongo bongo. Because I know how much you enjoyed bongo bongo. When I think of bosses V loved the face, Bongo Bongo was high up there on there. She was so convinced she was never going to beat him. And then it was like, wha-bam. She just needed a little bit more time. And then she won. Okay, I think he's coming. Please let me do the prophecy bit this time. I'm staying out of this. You do whatever you want. And so you made it through the test of might. Okay, so what's next? To fulfill the prophecy, you must now pass the test of faith by taking a leap. The leap? The leap, yes. I don't get it. Well, test of faith, leap of faith. Makes sense, no? Oh, just jump already. Come on, I was trying to have an epic moment here. Now, hero, lend your courage to hope and your strength to purpose, then dive into your destiny. Emerge as the one true messenger. We... Nice. What happened? I warped or something and everything looks different now. Hello? Okay, that is a really cool hat. Seriously, wow. Any idea what happened though? Sorry, I just can't get over the hat. Welcome to the Cloud Ruins, remnants of a civilization of giants that used to live in the sky. This place is beautiful, but the structure feels precarious. Yeah, bad place if you're afraid of heights. How high am I? You mean, in my opinion? What? Oh, geographically. Well, you enter the Tower of Time at the top of the mountain, then exited through the top of the tower, so I'd say fairly high. Enjoy the sights. What's the deal with everything looking so different? You know, I was wondering how you were going to deal with the implication of time travel. It seems ignorance really is bliss. Pardon? That moment in the Tower of Time? Yeah? It sent you to the future. Neat. Yes, precisely. Neat. Do you have any stories here? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a starving little boy who never missed a chance to help his fellow villagers. One day, after helping an old man carry a heavy bundle of wheat, he offered a loaf of bread. Eat your fill, my boy, it was well deserved, he began, but if you feel like helping even more, there are 2 gnomes hiding in the forest who are even hungrier than you. Now, the boy was an empathetic one. His mind was made up instantly. After a short hike, he found the gnomes and split the bread between the 2 of them without even saving a bite for himself. Thank you, kind little boy, the gnomes beamed. It seems you have lifted our curse. Indeed, to punish them for their greed, a spirit had put them under a rather annoying spell. They were exiled to the forest, carrying a magic little mill capable of producing anything its bearer desired. But that little mill's magic would only be activated once the gnomes were fed by a stranger acting out of selfless generosity. To starve while carrying a relic promising abundance, a cruel fate indeed. Now I can imagine a little boy's surprise when he was given the magic item. Name something you want, we'll turn the crank to the right and the little mill will produce an endless stream of it, the gnomes explained. Turn to the left and it will stop. After creating a huge pile of food for the 2 gnomes, the young boy went back to his village to help the populace with his newfound powers. But he grew in popularity, his older sister grew in jealousy. One night she couldn't take it anymore and stole the little mill from her brother's bedside table, along with 2 leftover pies from that afternoon's feast. Adding insult to injury, she left on the family fishing boat to reach new lands, hoping to have her turn in the role of the popular purveyor. Once out at sea, she decided to try one of the pies, which to her taste was lacking a little something. It was time to give that little mill's magic, she reckoned. Give me salt, she said, turning the crank to the right. And salt she got. Heaps and heaps of it. Now, older sister had never bothered paying attention to how the mill could be stopped. Stop, little mill, stop, she shouted, first annoyed, then worried, and then finally panicked. Salt soon overflowed the boat itself, sinking it under the weight. It is said that the sunken little mill is still operational to this day, and is the reason why salt water is so salty. The end. That was interesting, but it feels more like a kid's story explaining things about the world we know the actual reason for. Tough crowd, huh? Well, why don't you tell a story and I'll judge it. So you're looking for additional takeaways? How about this? Seeing how Big Sister's angle led to the demise, irritated people were henceforth referred to as salty. Oh, I got another one. Seeing how Big Sister's shortcomings at a little mill operator led to her demise, unqualified people were henceforth referred to as not being worth their salt. Hey, this is fun. You should go. I'll keep on coming up with morals to do with salt. Oh man, smell that breakfast. Are you gonna get any breakfast? Breakfast? Dang that hat though, right? It's a pretty fab hat. Nice. I did not realize there were spikes there. You want cheese grits? You do love your cheese grits. You should get you some. You deserve it. You will as soon as it's ready. Why isn't it ready now? It should be ready now for you. It's only right. Nah. So, cool hat. Oh, you like that? Is it why you chose to wear one as well? What? Well, you had the same hat. No, I got it first. Oh, is that what you're going to tell yourself? Fine. I did have the hat first, and you were all over it. Right, yeah, that's all. That'll happen, sure. It's true, though. Look, you can put your head in the sand all you want in an attempt to preserve your ego, but clearly it's not going to work on the person that was there when it all happened. Anything? Getting close to that best upgrade. Take that, people messing with V. Rawr. Should have guessed already way too early, but the food hasn't. Exactly. Grr. Move! Tell him to cut it out. We need V here, not attending to guests. Gross. Because we love having V around. But CJ, you misspelled Oh. Now I get it. Why are we talking about my character? But how's your character rocking it? Is he? It's probably because of the hat. Let's be real. It's certainly not me playing. Alright. Doing well. Time to outrun the dragon again. At least that's the plan. No guarantees I'll succeed. No! Yay! It looked bad there for a second. I clearly did it to build up tension. Not because I was screwing up. That would never be the case. That would be silly. I'm too scared to do it. That's okay. Nailed it. Just the way they intended. Taking damage. Excuse me. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing new to say? Okay. This dragon just won't stop bothering me. Oh, there was a pit there. It's hard to see sometimes. Oh well. Susie. Hey, I'm not sure what's up next. The prophet wanted me to repeat a line for you at this point in the adventure. All right, let's hear it. Okay, I always wanted to try the voice. Check it out. And on this day, the messenger shall unwittingly make his lifesaver indebted to him. And that means I'm not sure, but if all else fails, attack the fireballs. Get away, dragon! You stink like onion breath. Got him. It's about to get him. Because we were fighting for might. After Riddy typed that in, I said, ugh, Susie. At least Hops and Black Widow. He is? Yeah, he is. It's pretty rad. Thought I bounced off of him. Just go say I'm all... Okay. You already said that. Now I have a slightly better idea of how this works. So that helps. Even though I played this before and I should remember. I don't. Got him. Okay. Dang, I just saw there's currently 450 cars waiting. $450 cars waiting at the parking lot of Disney World because the new Star Wars Land ride opens today. Eek for those employees. Oh my, it'll be a busy day at least. Yeah. And we can also do the hype command, because that was pretty hype. Reach out in the I've been watching you for a long time, messenger. Who are you, anyway? So the disguise did fool you. It's a shame you freed my slave pet, but no matter, I am now certain I can defeat you. You! Surprised? Time to pay what you did to my people. Bold words coming from such an unprepared adventurer. The underworld awaits you, messenger. At last, the scroll will be ours. Watch your step now. It's a long way down. Underworld. Don't always me sing that little dancing gif. Little girl dancing gif. GIF. Just need sunglasses. True. I'm definitely not beating this game tonight. I'll probably call it right around the time that V can no longer watch. Anything? Welcome to the lion's den. Oh, I didn't see any lions. No, I meant... never mind. This heat is almost unbearable. Come on, I'm happy to avoid certain cliches, but to think we wouldn't have lava to end your epic quest is pushing it. You have any stories here? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a guy visited by a succubus. Far from being that kind of demon, she offered him a unique chance to visit hell on as a tourist. Very adventurous by nature, he jumped right into the portal. They arrived in the room where giant cauldrons boiled over bonfires. They contained people where little demons with pikes were sitting on the rim to push anyone who tried to escape back inside. You finish your cards, it's only ridiculously late. Hey, I'm still streaming, it's fine. They contained people where little demons with pikes were sitting on the rim to push anyone who tried to escape back inside. Who's in that cauldron? The man asked the succubus tour guide. This one? That's where liars and cheaters end up, she explained. And this one over there, she continued, that's for people who hunt for sport. Aghast, the man noticed another cauldron, much bigger than the other ones, and devoid of any demon sitting on its rim. Indeed, that one cauldron seemed to self-regulate. People were pulling back in anyone who tried to escape. And who's that cauldron for, he asked, curious as to who could be so stubborn in their ideology that they would rather hurt themselves and rethink their worldview. Oh, that cauldron, the succubus mused. That's for people who think the order doesn't apply anymore when another line opens up at the market. The end. Okay, now you're just using the platform to vent. What is wrong with you? Are you that guy? Which guy? The guy who's fifth in line but rushes to be first when a new line opens up? Oh, right, different timeline. Never mind. I'm also excited so I can put all my sewing equipment away and then clean up my apartment again. That is exciting. Congrats. Hooray for cleanliness indeed. You said next week you gotta bake? That sounds awesome. Watch out for spikes, they hurt really bad. Ow, fire hurts bad too. Fire hurts real bad. There we go. No. No. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. We got this. We got this. We're only in the underworld. It's fine. Can't argue with that. Dang. Dang. Oh, oh. I love them making. Ooh, bacon, can I join? Too much. Too little, too late. Baking stream with CJ and V? I was so close. I got greedy. Time to rush up this part. But roaches add extra flavor and crunch. Protein. It's good for you. Looks like the Demon General's up next. Be careful out there, I hear he's pretty fast. No one left to run, Demon. Why would I run? You stepped right into my trap. We'll see about that. We in this now, champion of the blue robes. This is not going well. The Santa was here to check the traps. The guy who came this time said the place is very clean compared to places he goes. He said the stoves he sees are caked with inches of grease. Sounds pleasant. Okay, I can't duck under it. Dang it. Please stop telling me disgusting stories, my face. I'm sorry you have to hear those stories. That's no fun. Because some people live in places that are legally uninhabitable doesn't mean that having roaches is okay. Such dumb mistakes. I really shouldn't make them anymore, but I keep doing it. Got him. Sorry, I was being chewed up by a guest. Grumpy Man was angry this morning because he wanted a shuttle right now, and he didn't schedule it, and the shuttle just left to take other guests to the airport. Oops. Well, it sounds like his problem, not yours. Impossible. I'm the fastest there's ever been. Tell me how to end this curse, or else. Is it that simple in your head, ninja? All this is bigger than you or me. I'm ending this. Your Demon King is next. Make no mistake, messenger. None of us are leaving this place alive. If I can't have the scroll, then it shall be destroyed. Ooh, close call. I got you, buddy. Thanks, I guess we're even now. Oh, yeah. What's your name? Manfred. What kind of name is that for a sky serpent? It's not my birth name, but I always wanted to be a butler. Okay. Well, you should dress for the job you want, and not the one you have, right? So? So call me Manfred. Alright, Manfred. What did you do before the demons mind controlled you? No time to explain. This is your big moment. Oh, are you hoping for the Western hero? No prophecies for you, worm. Prepare to die. I guess coming in today has the last name of Creasy, and that makes me chuckle. You! I see Barmathazel failed me once again. Your reign is over, despot. You think this is how it works? Know your place, ninja. Our curse is never ending, and your time is up. As for you, soldier, I can't wait for my minions to make short work of you. That was amazing. You're the Western hero, right? No, Did I travel so far east that I made it back to my village from the west? Everything's so different. Did the Tower of Time really send me to the future? I guess this means... Hey, I have an important task for you, I think. Pardon? I mean, take this scroll. You need to carry it across the world to the top of the highest mountain. Really? I'm 100% down to leave this outpost. Yes, a messenger is needed. A messenger? Godspeed. What? Just take the scroll. Jams to Dragon Jams. And so your time as a messenger is up. What do I do now? Well, you can take a few moments to appreciate the reveal that it was all just a salute. No way, I still want to be part of the venture. Oh, we'll get right to that. What do you mean? I mean, it's time. Time for what? For you to finally open the cabinet. Really? Yes, go ahead and open it. Please do touch the cabinet. I already told you, the cabinet is where it is. Believe me, you're ready for what's in there. There's no skeleton in there, I promise. Hey, do open it. It's not empty. I already unlocked it. Why don't you put that curiosity to good use and open the cabinet already? If you don't open the cabinet soon, you'll have to sit through my boring story. I'm warning you, it's boring. It's philosophical. I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying. This is your last warning. You better make sure you have some time ahead of you if you're going to keep doing that. Alright, let me share with you my understanding of Madame Milady's work. After observing so many humans over such a long period of time and reading as much as I could, some trends inevitably come up. One thing we all have in common is the need to feel like we have value, power, and abundance in our lives. Now, like many things, there are functional and dysfunctional ways to go about them. Say you are dysfunctional. Your sense of value may come from the approval of others, making you dependent on seeking attention, begging for others to tell you that who you are is adequate. Boy, I know some people like that. You will feel good when you receive positive feedback, but always be one negative comment away from having your day ruined. Now, how about power? Dysfunctional people get a sense of power by exercising control over others, sometimes right down to policing the way they talk or who they engage with. They feel good when they have a weak partner or a friend to control, but feel depressed and weak themselves when no one's around to feed their ego. Oh, man. Their sense of abundance will often come from material things, displaying of high status or promiscuity. Even though it feels great while the money and the crowd are there, they lack real depth, and the impact of the inevitable downfall would be hard to overstate. For functional people, it is scarcely documented, as they are generally busy living a meaningful life. Functional people get their sense of value from an understanding and acknowledgement of their inner worth. Their sense of power comes from the ability to self-contain and let others be who they are while protecting themselves when needed. And abundance simply comes from good self-care. Now, all of this makes sense in theory, but the idea is to be able to apply it. For this, you first need to master your emotions. As I understand it, everything you experience is a mix of the big five: fear, joy, sadness, anger, and shame. The primary colors of our experiences, if you will. Mix fear with anger and you get jealousy. Too much sadness in your joy will make you melancholic. The only way to unpack complex emotions is by breaking them down into which of the big five are concerned, and to deal with each of these individually. Easier said than done, right? Consider haunted house stories for a moment. They're always the same, aren't they? It starts off with optimistic fools moving in. Soon enough, things begin to happen and their fear ensues for a while. Eventually, the protagonist has had enough and decides to face the ghost. What? What do you want? They will ask, tired of cowering in fear. As it turns out, ghosts usually know what they want, and it's usually the same thing: for the person who wronged them to face justice, and for them to be with the rest. That's usually the killer faces the trial, and the ghost's body is respectively buried. And just like that, the house becomes a warm haven again. Did you get the metaphors? If you often feel depressed, irritated, or however hindered in your general ability to engage with life, you are just like a haunted house. Your inner child is hurt and will be increasingly uncomfortable to you until you turn around and ask, What do you want? If you ask honestly, you will find that the answers were within you all along, and that following through with that inner child's request is both challenging and life-changing. Only then can you begin the process of discovering your true self to finally get rid of the chains. Those are my final ramblings. Please keep in mind that I am but a shopkeeper. Everything I say should be taken with the biggest grain of salt you can find. Please open the cabinet now. Please do touch the cabinet. I already told you the cabinet is where it is. Believe me, you are ready for what's in there. There's no skeleton there, I promise. Hey, do open it. It's not empty. I already unlocked it. Why did you put the cards? Okay. Alright. He's just gonna tell me the same story again. So, it's just a closet for blue robes. Why, yes. What did it look like? Well, don't just stand there. Grab one of your size. I think I hear someone coming. Get behind the counter. Ah, the messenger. I wasn't expecting you so soon. What is this place? This is the shop. It doesn't look like a shop. Hey, I said this... I mean, do I look like a shopkeeper? What? Anyway, here's a power-up that will let you charge through your beam. Oh, there's upgrades too? Sweet. So, thanks for the beam charger upgrade. You bet. You know, the way everything looks, it just felt like I should be able to do that. Yes, that's why Ray Troyd invented it decades ago. Who's Ray Troyd? Just the follow-up to an earlier joke. I don't get it. Some will. Hey, is everything alright? It's kind of boring, but I guess I'm okay. No, I mean, it's been a while since your messenger visited. Oh, I don't know. I didn't enter the shop so often myself. You're in the Tower of Time, remember? So? So it should automatically take you forward in time to the next important moment. Which is, either your messenger enters the shop or dies. Oh? Did your messenger die? How'd I know that? By using the scrying orb. If Corbel isn't sent within 10 seconds, your messenger dies for good. Oh, when were you planning on mentioning that? Oh no! Oh no, 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 no! We need to fix this. Oh, is it we now? Come on, now is not the time to argue. We have to look at this holistically. Look at this holistically. What does that even mean? It means I'm as lost as you are, but I am still want you to think I'm the smartest one here. I'll go fetch the scroll. Hold on. Oh, 10 minutes, so I gotta go. Yay and aw. Be right back. I need to talk to the others. Okay, we have reached an agreement. You're the one that needs to finish this. Really? Yes, really. You weren't really fit to be a shopkeeper anyway. I'll leave the scroll here with your clothes. Come join us after you've changed. You know, that's probably a good calling spot, actually. Because we've got the other parts of this game to finish. But we can call it here. It's close enough. Alright. Ah, okay, convenient. Yeah, I thought so too. Alright, that'll be the end of this stream. I was live for close to 4 hours. Short by about 20 minutes. I hope that everybody enjoyed themselves. I hope this helped V's night go by quicker. I hope everybody else enjoyed themselves as well, as I kind of lazily went through this game. I hope everybody has a great night, night's sleep, or a great day ahead of you, depending on where you are. And I hope that all the most wonderful things come your way in the next day, or soon thereafter. We're gonna do a little bit of a bye command. Good night, everybody. Be good to yourself.